Hi guys, welcome to Mika Made It. So for today's recipe, I thought that it would be fun to do a simple banana bread because my bananas were rotting, and that's why it's easy to do a recipe like this because you always have the ingredients in your kitchen, hopefully, except for this baking soda thing. So like I didn't have no baking soda. It doesn't matter, but you're supposed to use baking soda and not baking powder to make your banana bread. And then depending on how old the baking soda is, it could increase or decrease the height of your banana loaf. So FYI, make sure that you have baking soda and not baking powder. With that, you'll also need ripe bananas to the point where, like, okay, these were so bad that they were turning black because, you know, and that's a chemical reaction to the sugar. I'm just thinking about this. It has to be why. If I'm wrong, nobody blow me up. But I'm just saying, like, I'm thinking it's because of all that sugar that's being, like, you know, produced. It causes the skin of the banana to turn that brown color. So it gives it a good sweetening, you know, for your banana bread. And then you'll need one large egg in this cute little flour bowl that I got. And of course, you know, you beat that up and slap it in there. And you will need a half a cup of sugar. Now, depending on your preference, like I said, the banana is already sweet, but if you want to add more sugar to that, you can. Not too much, not more than 1 cup. So a third, fourth cup is like a medium. Well, half a cup is like less sweet. And then of course a full cup is like blowing off your head top. But like I said, do you boo if you want to do a 1 cup of sugar, but those are the 3 measurements that you can play with this specific recipe. And of course you'll need your primary base, which is some flour, just regular sifted white flour, about 1.5 cups of that. And then this is a real important key ingredient here, which seems like there's nothing actually inside the bowl, but it is baking soda, not to be confused with baking powder. So you must have baking soda and not baking powder, or your loaf will be sad and it won't rise as properly. You're also gonna need a half a teaspoon of vanilla extract, whatever vanilla extract you like to use, and you know, can get is what you can use for this recipe. There's nothing fancy about it. And then some butter. So we're gonna use a third, fourth cup of butter. I'm gonna melt this down so that way it can actually incorporate itself inside of the actual mixture, because that's the only liquid agent that we'll be using in this recipe. And about 55 minutes for your baking time. Stop, I'm a unicorn. Yeah, and you are able to actually have the recipe at your fingertips. So everything is, like I said, really easy and accessible depending on what you have in your fridge. If you don't have it in your fridge, then you can always easily get these ingredients at your local grocery store.
All right, now that we have our cooking station all set up, we're going to start off by mushing our already mushed bananas. As you can see, that took no effort whatsoever because they were pretty much on their way out. And I added some butter to the mixture, so you just slowly add everything in. I'm going with the wet ingredients first, and then I'm going to add and incorporate the dry ingredients. I actually failed to mention that there was some salt that was required for this recipe, just a pinch of salt for the recipe, nothing crazy. There goes the sugar and the butter. And then I'm just gonna, of course, go ahead and mix that all together, pop in that salt, and I'm just gonna measure out some vanilla extract, as you can see here. Popped in that stupid baking soda, and I'm slowly going to add my flour to the wet ingredients and do that until I am done. And then once that is all done, I'm just going to go ahead and pour it out into the baking tin so that way we can pop it into the air fryer. So I'm being a little bit adventurous today and using the air fryer to try this recipe. As you can see, it was perfect in terms of how much flour needed to be in there. So now I'm just going ahead and putting this in a nice little baking tin.
A little full, if you ask me. But that's okay. We're gonna make it work. Because that's what we do. We make stuff work. So I'm going to now put this in the air fryer, like I said, and see how it works. I'm not sure what's gonna happen, but we're gonna be optimistic today and see if it works out. No, I wouldn't do it again. It's not the same as an oven. So maybe like you can do it, but how I did it was like not right, because like I don't even think mine has a baking feature. It doesn't have a baking feature. I was just trying a thing, so it never worked out. But you live and you learn. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching, because I had a great time doing it. Stay safe and watch again. Bye.